Hey everyone, today I'm going to give you 3 exercises with a stability ball to help strengthen your core, your lower body, and your upper body. These are safe for osteoporosis and osteopenia. I'm Anne, a physical therapist and holistic practitioner. I empower women to build strong bones with exercise, nutrition, and lifestyle strategies. So let's get started. First of all, we want to pick a stability ball that is an anti-burst stability ball. There's several good brands out there. I'm using one that is made by TheraBand, but Gaiam also makes a good stability ball. You definitely don't want that ball to burst when you're sitting on it. So as far as how big a stability ball, what we want to do is we want to make sure that when we sit on it, our hips and knees are about to 90 degrees. All right, so if the hips are a lot lower than the knees, it's probably too small. If your hips are a lot higher than your knees, then it's probably too big. So generally, most people can get away with a 55 centimeter. For people that are a little taller, you may need a 65 centimeter. All right, so we want to start with a good alignment, a safe ball. And the first exercise we're going to do will be sitting on the ball. And so first we want to make sure that we've got some good support on either side in case you need it. So you could even have another chair here to hold on to, because this one will involve a lot of core work and balance. Now, how you're sitting on the ball is very important. We don't want to be sitting on the ball in a slouched position, and we don't want to be overly arched. We want to be sitting right on top of those sits bones, and the lower spine is in a neutral position, and you're lifting tall through the top of the head. Now this is important because it's going to help us with balance on the ball. So sitting with the legs about hip distance apart. Again, you have that support there if you need it. We'll start by just lifting one heel off the floor. And you're engaging the core the entire time, really keeping that stable to maintain your balance as we start to take away some of the support. So if this is easy for you, then try going up to one toe. You can keep your hands here on your hips, you can bring them out to the side, wherever feels the best for you. So we're coming up to the toe now, so it's a little bit more unstable. And you can progress to lifting the whole foot off the floor. And you can see you've got to really work that core to keep yourself upright and stable. All right, so we can just lift it up quickly. So just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So you can do 5 reps or so on each side. You can progress this to holding it a little bit longer, which makes it even harder, and having to work the core a little bit more. So holding it longer works the core and the hip flexors. If this is hard for you to lift because the hips are feeling it, those hip flexors are probably weak, especially if you're doing sitting for most of the day. So this one is a good one for strengthening hip flexors, as well as the core, as well as for balance. And if you want to go one step further, you can lift the foot up and open your arms to the side. You can move the arms up and overhead. That makes it really challenging. So I've given you a couple different levels of more difficulty to try and do this very simple exercise. This would be a great one to do if you're sitting and watching TV. Instead of sitting on the sofa where you're in a slouched position, you can be in a better spinal alignment and be working on your core. So great exercise to do for osteoporosis and osteopenia. You're not doing sit-ups, but you're still working your core. Our next exercise is wall squats, one of my favorite exercises to do. Make sure that you're wearing sneakers or you've got a sticky mat so that the feet don't slide out from underneath you. You will put the ball right behind your back, against the wall. Bring the feet out a little bit further from the body so you've got room to move. And you're simply going down and up. Now, engage the core here. We do want to work the core. You will definitely feel this in your quads and your glutes. This is a great exercise to do to help prepare you for doing a full squat. So you're simply going down, you'll feel that ball slide up, and then you're pressing down through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. So coming down, sliding down, and pressing down through the heels, squeeze at the top. You will feel this in your quads, you will feel this in your glutes. This will help us with squats, of course, but also for functional activities like going up and down the stairs and getting on and off the floor. This is helpful if you have had a knee injury and you can't do squats. This is a great way to start, and you can just do mini squats. So just little bends and squeezing at the top. Ideally, we want to work our way down to thighs parallel to the floor and coming up. Do a set of 10. If you can do 2 to 3 sets of 10, even better. So great functional exercise, working the core and working the lower body. Our last exercise will be working more of the upper body. To do this, I'm going to have you start to turn the entire body from one side to the other. So you can see I'm turning my entire body to one side and then to the other. I'm not twisting, okay? So this is not a twist. This is a complete movement and turn from right to left, all right? So we're holding the ball in front here just to start. Even here, you could start just by squeezing the ball a little bit. You'll start to feel your chest engaged a little bit, your upper body engaged. And from here, we progress it to lifting the ball to shoulder height. So you're gonna reach out and in, reach out and in. And this is starting to prepare us for overhead activities and strengthening the shoulders. So a little bit of a squeeze with a reach. We can do 10 times to each side. As that gets easier, we can turn and reach, bring it center, and reach, bring it center, turn, reach, center, reach, center. This is functional. We move on diagonals all the time. And we're reaching for things overhead that are on diagonals. So we're squeezing the ball to get some shoulder stability in there and getting some more shoulder strengthening. And again, you do this about 10 times to each side. I hope you enjoyed my stability ball exercises today. Be sure to give it the thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button so you will continue to get my videos as they come out. I do have a free osteoporosis ebook available for you. I'll put the link in the comments below. Until next time.